I don't think there is any better way to spend my morning than here at 3 Chimneys Farm. I'm joined by Chief Operating Officer Chris Baker as the great and mighty Gunrunner is behind us. Congratulations to the entire team. What was that moment like for you guys watching him come down the stretch in the Classic?
The emotions are really hard to describe. I know I couldn't talk for 20 or 30 minutes afterwards for fear of breaking out in tears and just bawling like a baby. So it was great. You know, the way the race was run and how hard the fractions were, and to see him dig in and pull away like that just was really satisfying and you know, an emotional thing for sure for all of us.
True brilliance on display in the Classic on Saturday. He's here at 3 Chimneys Farm, and I think most would think it's for maybe a bit of a respite, a bit of a break. Can you tell us what exactly Gunrunner is doing at 3 Chimneys these next few days?
Well, he certainly earned a few days off, but also, you know, we're in the breeding business, and, you know, we're going to stand him at stud here in 2018 after he runs in the Pegasus. So to have the opportunity when the breeding world is collected here for the November sale to showcase him to breeders for a few days, you know, we're taking full advantage of that because he won't be here for the next 60 days as he's preparing for that race. So we're taking that opportunity to let people see just how fantastic he is. So as they're making decisions on mating their mares, they can factor him into their plans.
It's already been a busy morning for him. Plenty of people coming out here to see Gunrunner. What attributes does he have that you think will make him a great stallion prospect?
Well, there's a couple kind of different phases of that or components of that. You know, one, you look at him as an athlete, and, you know, he's won 2 races as a 2-year-old, graded stakes winner in grade 2 and grade 1 winner at 3, classic performer, 3rd in the Derby, went on as a 4-year-old, you know, to have a stellar campaign that just ended the other day. You know, so those accomplishments are there at 2, 3, and 4, so early enough, and then, you know, compete in the classics and then go on to be a great older horse. Then you look at the way he's done it. You look at the combination of speed and stamina. You look at the horse who ran the fastest opening quarter of any horse in the history of the Breeders' Cup Classic to win the race, and then to have another gear and go on with it going home. It's just a rare, you know, animal athlete that can do that, and he has done all those things and just gotten better with everything we've asked of him. You know, and you look at the job everybody has done, you know, in particular and most recently Steve and Scott and their team, just having him at his best for every race has been unbelievable. But don't forget about what the horse has done and what he's made of and how he's shown that. And there's a genetic component to that. So the performance is there. The conformation is there. He's a medium-sized horse that he'll suit a lot of mares, you know, and very athletic horse. But the genetic component of it is something that, you know, as breeders in a breeding farm, you know, we think about more than some do. So it's been generations in the making to get that right cross of speed and stamina. Candy Ride with the speed, Giants Causeway with some stamina, and he's, you know, personified isn't the right word, but he's exemplified that as you can see it. And then further on the genetic side, his genetic uncle, St. Liam, you know, was the same type of horse, champion older horse, horse of the year, Breeders' Cup Classic winner, and in the single crop he passed that on to Havre de Grace and others. So he's additionally hardwired genetically to pass these characteristics on. So you have a horse phenotypically that suits a lot of mares. Performance-wise was an outstanding performer. And genetically, he can do, you know, he's hardwired to pass it on to generations to come. So we couldn't be more excited about what he's capable of as a stallion.
It truly seems like a perfect matchup for any of some of the top mares out there, I have no doubt. Well, thank you for the time again, Chris, and best of luck with everything in the future. Not only the Pegasus, but him here at stud at 3 Chimneys. I have no doubt he's going to be quite the success.
Yeah, he'll be very popular, and we'll be very busy catering to him. Yeah.
As he deserves. Chris Baker, Chief Operating Officer here at 3 Chimney Farms, where Gunrunner showing off his stuff to, I'm sure, future breeders.